life, you understand? And he work hard to take care of his family. He never do anything that hurts somebody. So I don't understand how they treat them like that. And that's not fair, and I think that's not fair at all.
The Obama administration has since vowed to overhaul immigration detention. A new ICE spokesman recently said the newly disclosed records represent the past and that the agency's new leaders are committed to transparency and greater oversight. But the official recently named to fix detainee health care, Nina Dozeritz, was one of the managers involved in the confidential discussions over Boubacar Ba's fate.
That video courtesy of the New York Times. For more on the investigation and what the documents tell us about immigration detention in this country, a system that over 330,000 people pass through each year. Again, the Times expose of ICE admitting that 107 people have died in custody over the last 6 years. We continue to be joined by Haitian-American novelist Edwidge Dantica in Miami. In November, again, Edwidge's 81-year-old uncle, Reverend Joseph Dantica, died in custody of immigration officials. And we're joined here in New York by Sunita Patel, who is a staff attorney at the Center for Constitutional Rights working on the treatment of immigrant prisoners. Astounding story of Boubacar, not to mention what has happened with others. Tell us more. You spent a good deal of time in these private detention facilities in New Jersey.
So I think, well, first of all, thank you so much, Amy, for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here. And I want to point out that what this indicates is the end result of a very swollen system of thousands of people in immigration detention where there is absolutely no systemic monitoring or oversight of the conditions in these facilities. We know that in 2009 there was approximately 400,000 people that went through the immigration detention system, and that they're held in a network of not only private facilities but also county jails. There are very few that are run and operated by the federal government themselves, and in either system you have lots of gaps in who monitors and controls and takes care of the immigrants, and a real problem with human rights abuses that are happening across the board.
And this issue of oversight, I mean, not only are government officials mistreating immigrant detainees, but they're involved in covering up what happens to them. Talk about that.
That's right. So what this video shows is this shocking truth that the government doesn't have an interest in making sure the public knows what's happening to people that they are holding in their own custody. This is a real problem because the administration has promised for accountability and greater transparency. And when you think of oversight of a system where people are locked up, where their liberty is taken away, and for immigrants in detention, they don't have access to counsel. Many don't ever even see a judge. So in these situations, you really need a very thorough system where federal monitors are going in, where there's a local level of oversight in order to prevent these types of things from happening.
And who owns these prisons?
Many private corporations, like the Corrections Corporation of America, Cornell corporations, but the vast majority of the 400 facilities that people are kept in are run and operated by county governments.
And is there anything being done right now in Congress in terms of oversight protection for these people? There
are several bills that have been introduced by Menendez and also the Roy Byrd Allard bill, which would increase the amount of oversight. They specifically have provisions to create ombudspersons to go and investigate problems, or to create federal Office of Detention Oversight, and these bills would also create enforceable detention standards, which is very important in order to make sure that we can hold people accountable.
Well, on this day of disaster in Haiti, we are going to end with Edwidge Dantica, the Haitian-American novelist. Her great novels, Crick Crack, Brother, I'm Dying, about her uncle's own ordeal. He ended up dying in U.S. immigration detention and hospital in Miami. We only have a little time, Edwidge, but your thoughts as you listen to this story.
Well, in a way, the two are related. You know, people are escaping things like this horrible day-to-day, and only to come here to face these horrible circumstances. So they are inevitably connected. So I want to just offer my deepest condolences and my solidarity with the people of Haiti and people and their family members who are waiting word, but also to these families who are waiting word for of their loved ones in detention. And that's something that I hope will stop. I hoped my uncle would be the last person to die that way, and unfortunately he was not. But today is such a day of death, and it just seems too many people are dying both there and here. And when people escape to try to find.
We will end on that note as the program is ending, and I thank you so much for being with us, as well as Sunita Patel. Democracy Now! Produced by Mike Burke, Sharif Abdel-Quddus. Special thanks to Julie Crosby. I'm Amy Goodman with Sharif Abdel-Quddus. Thanks.